not feeling good.
Have a seat, big guy.
Okay.
Good to see you again.
It's good to be back.
Good to see you.
Yeah, My Fair Lady, boy, if that isn't the plum of all the great musicals, you know?
There's not a musical that's better, and it may be the best. It's a magnificent project, and I'm so happy to be working on it.
You care about both featured performers so much. And that's what's lacking when I go to the theater these days. I want to care so much about somebody.
Yeah, you do care about them. And the obstacles between their romance are humongous. And that always makes it kind of more interesting, too. Yeah.
You saw this years ago, I'm sure, on stage with Rex Harrison.
I didn't see it on stage. I saw the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I listened to the record a lot.
Audrey
a long time ago. And Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, please.
My God. Yeah. But we have a wonderful Eliza. Her name is Melissa Errico, and she's really... I think she's going to be terrific.
It was a big national search for this young
Yeah, it took months and months and months. They were casting here, was searching in L.A., Hawaii, London.
And they found her in what, Long Island?
Well, yeah, she was in Anna Karenina here. She's been on the stage here, but she's very young.
And we haven't heard you sing in a long time, so this will be a big treat.
Well,
you had a hit record. Oh, I used to sit there and time. So
You had a hit record,
yes.
Was it one of these?
No. Dream.
Yes, Richard Chamberlain sings. It's TV's Dr. Kildare. What was the name of the song, Pat?
Dream.
Dream. It was 3 Stars Will Shine Tonight.
Dream.
And Dream.
All I have to do is dream.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that was a good one.
I love that song.
Gosh, you were a good-looking young guy. Look at you.
Well, it's a long time ago.
Look at those teeth. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte.
Yeah, well...
He did it a little better than me.
It was a little before rock and roll.
You always heard the one you love. Try to remember. You know?
That's a great song.
April Love. April Love was a big hit, too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Did you ever study voice as well? You
Yeah, I did.
have a very beautiful natural
I've
voice.
studied on and off for years, but I've always been very shy about singing. So playing Higgins is a challenge in that area.
Which particular song? Because there's some tough songs.
He has very hard songs. Probably the toughest is I've Grown Accustomed to Her Face right at the end of the show, because it has to be acted. It has to be very real, and yet the music is beautiful in it, and Higgins can never present himself as a singer. It always has to be part of his character, the songs.
So he actually sings them, huh?
Yeah, well, sort of. Yeah, yeah.
But that was a poignant song, wasn't it? I've grown accustomed to her face. What a great
it's wonderful. In context of the show, it's really a beautiful, beautiful song.
So when is the last time you've been on stage working?
About 5 years ago, I did Blithe Spirit here with Geraldine Page.
Yeah, right.
And it was a troubled production. I don't think it ever found a real point of view, but it was wonderful working with her.
Now, you say it's a troubled production. Can you tell when a production is troubled?
Well, I was
Before you started?
I was a little naive then. I didn't realize it till fairly well into rehearsal that we were having big problems. I dare not say this out loud, but there were wonderful people working on My Fair Lady, so I have high hopes for it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
But you never know until you get fairly well. We
And
just
you're going
started
to take this
rehearsal.
around the country, right? Until eventually
we'll
Broadway?
be on tour for 6 months and on Broadway for 6 months.
So you've packed up your bags from your beloved Hawaii.
Yeah, I won't get home for about 1.5 years. And so I'm lugging around all this stuff everywhere.
1.5 years on the road?
Yeah, and I won't see my dogs.
What a commitment you have to make.
Well, it is. It's a big commitment. Yeah.
You're going to miss it terribly, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And being on the road is very tough, but the show is so terrific, and the material is so rich that I'm happy.
You see what you need, Richard. You need to learn from the king here. What he did when he came to New York is he got something called a misery clause in his contract. That means if he's miserable and he's got a troubled production, he's out of here. That's what you need.
What a great idea. Regis, next time.
The
Too late now.
misery clause.
An unprecedented, unheard of clause in this business.
And of course he's here 12 years later, but...
A year to the day that, the contract was to be renewed. If you're miserable, you can leave. Yeah.
And no feelings hurt.
No feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Wait till I tell the producers.
We'll come right back with more from Richard Chamberlain in just a minute.